So let's talk all things Pictionary.
Sure.
I just, I know you signed on. You said you signed on to the show because you, Rebecca, the kids, you all play at home. Just who, I guess, has the best skills in the family, and on the flip side, maybe who's the most competitive?
You know, m I, I'm at that age. I'm in my 40s. My kids are teenagers. We have grandparents. I'm at like that perfect age for Pictionary, where like it's one of those like the entire family plays a game. Um, who is the best at Pictionary? I mean, I host that Pictionary show, so I'm pretty efficient. I'm not the best artist.
Okay, but you're
Um,
good at guessing.
my wife is, it's so funny. When they called up and said, "Hey, we're looking for a host for Pictionary. Do you play Pictionary?" And literally 2 nights before, I had played with my wife and our kids, and my wife, the the um the clue was fireman, and my wife drew a, a figure with a helmet and water spraying out of like the helmet, and it looked inappropriate. And I took a photo of it when we were playing, and it's so funny. One of the bosses from Fox said, "We're looking for a host for Pictionary. Are you familiar with the game?" And I just sent back that screenshot. Literally, I had just taken the screenshot, and my boss is like, "What is this? Is this appropriate?" And I said, "No, that's a fireman. That's a fireman. Can't you see it's a fireman?" And he was like, What are you talking about? I'm talking about Pictionary." And I went, "Listen, I played Pictionary the other night. That's my wife's rendition of a fireman, and it's just a really fun game to play." It's so funny too because when you watch game shows, typically when it's bad, it's not good. It's like, "Oh, this person's bad." Pictionary is one of those great games, sort of like Family Feud. When it's bad, it's actually better.
Right.
When someone's a terrible artist, it's better for us. So we have a lot of fun doing it. And it's fun to be a game show host. It's fun to sort of like put on a cardigan and get a game show voice. And welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Pictionary.
You're good at it.
Yeah.
And what was this picture Rebecca's audition to get on too? Because I know she's on, I think, the Halloween episode coming up.
Yeah. Rebecca, my wife, came on and did a bunch of them. We have a celebrity that works with the two actual contestants who are trying to win money. And yeah, I carpooled with my wife. I wanted my wife there.
And there are a lot of fun celebrity, captains, guest hosts, or guest stars. Lonnie Love, Ross Matthews, a few of your co-hosts from The Talk. Just, I guess, who really surprised you the most when they sat down?
Who was really fun, and I had never met him, was Adam Rippon. I
Okay.
really liked him. He was so fun because I mean, the dude is an Olympian, and you would think like that competitive edge would kick in, but it's so funny. You really do you expose yourself a little bit when you do, and you really show your emotions when you play Pictionary, because drawing in front of the world is it's a it's a personal experience. And on Pictionary we have the big screen back there. So he was a really fun celebrity co-host. Vivica Fox is gorgeous. Um, uh, I'm just grateful for all the celebrities who come around. It's really fun. I made sure everybody got coffee. I was just so grateful for everybody coming.
And I mean, you're very busy right now. I mean, you have The Talk, you have The Real Love Boat on, you've done Billions recently, Star Trek Lower Decks, also
It'll
this.
dry up. Trust me. Listen, I'm an old school actor. When it's hot, I sort of put my money away and realize that there's going to be a long spell of unemployment. So
But it's nice that everyone's in the Jerry business right now. I mean, do you feel spread thin ever? I mean, you also have obviously your family, two teenage daughters. Like, I'm sure it's a lot.
I don't feel spread thin. It's so funny. I'll tell you what's a real help, and you can call up CPS. My daughters, who are 13, just started taking ride shares. So like, if I
Oh,
can't get them at school, they'll take a ride share and take it together. So it's my kids have a little bit of independence, which is really like giving me some time,
mm,
it's such a relief. Like I grew up in New York City, so at the age of 10, I had a set of keys and I was on my own. Like I was riding the
yeah.
subway. That was it. And because I live in the suburbs, I live here in Calabasas, home of the Kardashians.
Nice.
Uh, I I had to drive my kids everywhere. So now that they can hop in ride shares, it's really easy. Oh, a
It's
lot of times
nice.
too, if they like go out on a Friday night and they're at somebody's house, they can take an Uber home, and because there's two of them, or a Lyft, uh, because there's two of them, they can do it. It's really cool.
A nice time saver for you.
Yeah,
And it does seem like now you've really kind of embraced this hosting role. I mean, you're hosting on this, you're hosting on the talk, you're hosting the Real Love Boat. Does it kind of feel like a new chapter of your career? I know you've
absolutely.
obviously dabbled in hosting a lot in the past, but
Absolutely. You know what happened is I really got to thank Kelly Ripa for all of it. I was
mm,
in New York, I was in a Broadway show, I was acting, I was a highfalutin actor, and uh Kelly Ripa needed someone to fill in a little bit to sit next to her, and I did it a couple times, and Kelly said to me, "Hey, you should do this more often. You're funny, you're honest out here, and you're really good at it." And so I co-hosted with Kelly, I mean, hundreds of times.
yeah.
And so you basically, when you co-host with Kelly Ripa, you sit next to, it's like playing with Michael Jordan. It's like playing with LeBron James. It's like Kelly is the best at hosting, the
Yeah, who better?
absolute best. And so my 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 hosting tree stems from Kelly Ripa. So I mean, if you see me do anything remotely good hosting a show, it's because I sat next to Kelly Ripa all those times.
She's a good one to kind of learn next to, I think, if anyone.
Yeah.